Okay, so solving equations of fractions. Today is 3-5, March 5th. All right, let's review. Let's review. 4m minus 8 equals negative 15. 4m minus 8 equals negative 15. Who can tell me my next line? Jamie.
4m
Hang on, don't do that yet. Let's do that one next. We first want equivalent addition, right? Because otherwise, what do you think kids add to both sides? The wrong thing, right? They're going to add negative 8. So, Jamie, you just said 4m plus negative 8 plus 8 plus what? Plus, what are we adding on both sides? 8. Okay. Okay, so we're getting rid of our constant of 8, right? So we're left with 4m equals what, kids? Negative 7. What is 4 called? What's the vocabulary word for 4? Caleb?
coefficient.
It's the coefficient. How do we eliminate a coefficient? 4 times m. What do we do to both sides, Jana?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. And we have m equals negative 1 and 3/4. Negative 1 and 3/4. Okay, now, when we are adding or doing equations with fractions, we follow the same steps. Distribute, equivalent addition, eliminate the constant. What's our constant in example 1, Michael?
7/8.
7/8. Do you want to give me my next line?
Okay, a plus 7/8 plus negative 7/8 equals 3 1/4 minus, plus negative 7/8.
Good. Okay. So 7/8 plus negative 7/8 leaves me with a over here, but we have a problem now. We have 2 problems. 3 1/4 plus negative 7/8. What do we need to add these fractions, Isabel?
You need to have the same denominator, so you would multiply the 1/4 times 2 to get 3 2/8 plus negative 7/8.
Good. Okay, so we're going to show that right in here. No scratch work, just right in the equation. Now, I still see another problem. That was a good first problem to solve. What else is the problem here, Marissa?
3 and 2/8. You can't take away 7/8 unless you make it 10/8.
Good. So we would have 2, right? We're going to borrow 1 whole from the 3, and that's 8/8. And 8/8 plus 2/8 is 10/8. And that leaves us with a equals 2 and what? 3/8. And that is our answer. Now I realize we had to kind of do a lot of steps here, but it's all warranted. First, we got rid of our constant. Then we needed common what? Denominators. Then we couldn't subtract 2 minus 7 or 2 plus negative 7. We had to borrow, and then we finally got our answer. So that's okay. That's just what we had to do in order to be successful in this problem. All right, so 3/7 times k equals 1/7. Okay, I want you to stop writing for a second and watch. In Singapore, we would have something like this, right? Something that was always divisible by the numerator, so that you could tell me what 1/7 was, which would be 7. And all of k then has to be 49, right? Okay, that's what we would do in Singapore before. Anybody see a problem here with this example 2 here? What's the problem? We can't do this. We have to have another way. Katie?
The answer is now a whole number.
Okay, so 1/7, the constant on the right side over here, is not a whole number. So this is not going to work. This is not going to work, this method that we have. So we need another method that will help us. All right? How do we eliminate a coefficient? How do we eliminate any coefficient? 4 times m equals negative 7. How do we get rid of the 4? What do we do?
Divide.
Divide. So the way we eliminate a coefficient that's a fraction what we're going to do is we're going to, by multiplying the reciprocal. Okay, by multiplying the reciprocal. Okay, again, let's go back for a second. When we had 4 times n, we divided by 4. We eliminate our coefficient by dividing, right? What do we know about dividing? What's our coefficient in this problem here? Someone please tell me our coefficient in this problem, Jana. 3/7. If I'm going to divide by the fraction 3/7, we've taught ourselves to do what? Dividing by a fraction is multiplying the what, kids? Reciprocal. So instead of dividing by 3/7, and don't write this, because look at this. It's ugly. It's crazy, right? 1/7 divided by 3/7. Ick. What can I do that's easier? Multiply by 7/3, which is our reciprocal. All right, now I'm going to show you for the sake of your notes, I want you to just recopy this. 3/7 k equals 1/7. And I'm going to show you how this is going to look. Normally we would divide to both sides. We know when we have a fraction, we can multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Okay? And that way, what happens here with these 3's?
So
They divide out. And the 7's? They divide out. And that's 1 times k, which leaves us with k. And that's what we want to find out, isn't it? Okay, also these 7's over here divide out. So what does k equal? 1/3. Okay, 1/3. All right, now, how do I check to see if I'm right? You can plug it back in. 3/7 times what I'm saying k is, which is 1/3. I put this value in where I see k in the original equation, and I see if it equals 1/7. Is this a true statement? It's true, so that means that 1/3 is the correct solution. All right, so we don't need to change any addition or subtraction, but we do need to eliminate a constant. Who can tell me my next line, please? Isabel.
1/9 n plus 2/3 plus negative 2/3 equals 10/9 plus negative 2/3.
Okay, good. So on this side, do you agree that I'm left with 1/9 then? Okay, what do I need on the right side? What do I need on the right side? Ananya? Good, tell me what this is going to be. 10/9 plus, good, negative 6/9. So we can't add 10/9 and 2/3, or negative 2/3 would be the common denominators. So now I have 1/9 of n. 10/9 plus negative 6/9, kids, is 4/9. All right. Now that we're at this point, from this point, it's just like example 2. Okay. I have to eliminate my constant. I'm sorry, my coefficient. And we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/9. All right. You can do this right in the same line. What's the reciprocal of 1/9? 9/1. All right, very good. My 9's are gone, my 1's are gone. I have n equals, my 9's are gone. What does n equal, kids? 4. And if you want to check your work, you just replace n up here with 4. 1/9 times 4. 4 goes over 1 plus 2/3 equals 10/9. Okay? This right here, and we follow order of operations. This equals 4/9 plus 2/3, which is how many 9s? 6/9. Does that equal 10/9?
Yes.
So my equation is true. All right.